Five Nights at Freddy's is a series that has a lot of Easter eggs, and I mean a lot. I strongly believe that the mystery behind some of these Easter eggs is a part of some reason why FNAF is so popular to this day. Well, alongside YouTubers, of course, with Markiplier doing the Bite of 87, he says, even though it's literally Bite of 83. I'm pretty sure. There has been plenty of videos going over the various Easter eggs and FNAF, so it won't be bore you with every single detail that has probably been talked about a million times at this point. Instead of going today, we're going to specify over those various secret characters in the FNAF series. Well, what do I mean secret character? Well, typically these are Easter eggs, characters that have a rare chance showing up during the game. And some of them have lore entrance, but some of them are very cool and definitely worth talking about in this video. I'm only going to go over these games, no FNAF World, because well, that game sucks, I guess, because it's literally just a pizza simulator. Well, actually, it's not a pizza simulator. It's a, it's just, well, literally a RPG. And we definitely won't be talking about the Steel World games, because there's not enough content in that yet for me, so I'll see you games, so I'll see you guys that when FNAF 15 comes out. For that one, alongside the canon secret characters, I'll also talk about in some of the hoax secret characters. I definitely fell for some of these as a dumb, stupid kid, so it'll be fun to talk about them. Some of them. And anyway, here's the history of the 5 Five Nights at Freddy's secret characters. Five Nights at Freddy's 1 is one of the games that started it all. It holds up surprisingly well to this day, despite being the first entry in the series. Since it is the first, there's not a lot to talk about the secret characters to go over. Undoubtedly, or whatever, it has one of the important secrets in the game. Anyway, the clickbait icon is definitely, you guessed it, MatPat, or also known as Game Theory. Anyway, Golden Freddy, despite literally just being a huge shift render of Freddy, this is secret character went on to become one of the most important faces of FNAF. I think everyone knows how Golden Freddy works at this point. For the one person in black who's been living under a rock for 8 years, Freddy has a chance of spawning on the posted 2B cam when he shows up on the poster. If you flip your camera down, you'll see him in the office. From here, you either flip your camera up again, or you wait around 5 seconds and get jump scared by him, which then crashes your game. An interesting thing about Golden Freddy is that he was never even supposed to be his name. In the files that one of FNAF existed, his texture is called Yellow Bear. Very stupid. Anyway, the name Golden Freddy shows up nowhere in the game. I tried doing a little research to see who came up with the fan name Golden Freddy, but came up empty-handed. What the heck? So where did this name come from? No idea. Anyway, let's continue. Somewhat what my guess is Markiplier who called him in that his Let's Play, not even come up with the name Golden Freddy. Was that Golden Freddy Five Nights at Freddy's Part 2? He 100 popularized it. Another pretty cool detail is that Golden Freddy is actually present in the office at all times, but his lair is invisible until he's activated with the poster. Golden Freddy went on to appear in most of the other FNAF games, but his most interesting and mysterious appearance is definitely in this game, FNAF 1. That's really it when it comes to the secret characters in FNAF 1. The only other character that I would consider somewhat secret is this skeleton that has a rare chance of looking at the camera in the bathroom, but he's literally on the box art for the game twice. There's 2 endoskeletons next to Freddy. Now, as a stupid kid, I used to think, this was meant to be like a distorted version of Bonnie and Chica, but no, these are just for the cover of the dang game. Yeah. Anyway, so not very secret for being real when it comes to the fan-made secret character Hoax's Sparky the dog. It's easily the most notable from this game. Rumors of this 6 hidden animatronic started pretty early in the game's lifespan, with screenshots of this room character showing up featuring him in the back room door. I remember actually following it for this as a kid because it looked far too realistic. If you actually look at it and Google it up, or if you just look at the image I may put in this video, it looks pretty dang real. I even fell for this twice. I'm like, wow, look at this, man. Hey, look, there's a dog in this game. So I was spending hours trying to find him. Yeah, I was that dumb as a kid. Anyway, yeah. But it did make me feel cool it made me feel cool thinking that a dog was in the game for some reason. And eventually the creators of this hoax, I'm going to mess up these names. Kodia A. Bear and Nigaran. I messed them up. I know I did. I hate that. Anyway, I think I came out and declared it was fake. This wraps up FNAF 1. Secret characters from it, or real fake, are extremely memorable and nostalgic. I hope you guys all feel the same, and can be said in the next game in our lineup, FNAF 2. Five Nights at Freddy's 2 is when this series went from like having, one kind of cool secret Easter egg to like a million. Okay, I'm not that much, but the jump from FNAF 1 to this is pretty ridiculous. It only makes sense though, because with the base of roasted of the game being such a massive jump from the first game, of course the secret characters would increase in number as well. There is a ton to go over with this game, so let's not waste any time and get right into it. Starting with easily the most popular secret character from this game, Purple Guy. Yeah, that's right. We're not going to start off with any of the actual animatronics. Instead, we're going to talk about the killer of FNAF himself. You not even think of it like this anymore. But Purple Guy was definitely a secret character in FNAF 2. He only appears in the hidden minigames that show up when you get a jump scared, and even then, he's only in 3 out of the 4 minigames. Ridiculous. He's there 100% of the time in the Foxy Go 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 minigame and the Give Cake minigame, but arguably this is the most iconic sprite ever from the Save the minigame, where he has a chance to show up from onwards. The Purple Guy became less of a secret character and more of a general story character. This was such an interesting way to hit at the killer of the entire series. And that allowed the fandom to come up with all these kind of theories about him, even though he pretty much none of them ended up being correct. With that out of the way, we can move on to the actual secret characters that, actually appear in the gameplay of FNAF 2. Alright, so let's get started with that. And we're starting with the most popular out of this group. We have Shadow Bunny, also known as whatever that is. RWQFS? Whatever that means. Oh shoot, I just scrolled down, there's more of the name. FASXC. What does this have to do with anything? Anyway, I got it there. Now we go to the Shadow version of Toy Bunny. This has an extremely rare chance of showing up during your night, being 1 out of a 1 million. Crazy, isn't it? Similar to Golden Freddy in FNAF 1, if you look at him for too long, the game will crash alongside. Shadow Bunny and Shadow Freddy is also hidden away in the game. This time, instead of appearing in the office, he appears in the cameras and parts and service, which does take place of the Withered Freddy, which is kind of cool. I did discover him once, and boy, my heart started racing. Anyway, he will only show up once the other withered animatronics have left the room, and even when it is a rare occurrence. Next up is JJ, who is a female version of Balloon Boy. I thought he was a boy a long time ago. Turns out he's actually a female. Anyway, he has a She has a random chance of spawning under your desk. She doesn't do anything, but it's pretty funny Easter egg. Nonetheless, we have the endoskeleton, NO2. But unlike FNAF 1, where the endoskeleton had a very minor Easter eggs, this time they have a much more interesting appearance. Something I had, no clue about before doing research for this video, that Endo02 can appear at any time during your night on both of the prize corner cameras and the left vent camera. I assumed that the music box had to be dead for him to appear, but actually the music box only increases the chance of him appearing, which is why he usually only shows up for people when the music box wins down. He can attack the player despite being able to enter the left air vent, but seeing him on the cameras is one of my personal favorite Easter eggs in the entire series. And I'm serious, I'm not even joking. I love that. It's so epic. Anyway, let's get on to this. In the entire series of, and that's it for canon FNAF 2 secret characters. Unless you want to count the Paper Pals. They're on the camera at all times, so they're not very secret. Easily one of the coolest batches of secret characters in the whole series. Now, with this many different secret characters in FNAF 2, there was bound to be even more hoaxes in this time around. And oh boy, there was easily the most infamous hoax character from FNAF 2. It's the purple guy animatronic. I had just found this out yesterday. I used to think he was real. Believe it. Anyway, the purple guy animatronic, personally, I didn't know anyone who actually believed it except myself, because it is a pretty obviously edit of Golden 2's FNAF 2 render. Even though how obvious of a fake it looks to someone, it definitely became infamous after all these years. A couple of other secret character hoaxes from this game are a gray and blue version of the puppet and a golden Toy Freddy. That was a mod. I don't know if y'all knew it was a mod, but it was a mod. It was. Don't get me started on the fact, though, that a Shadow Bowling Boy actually existed. Now, that's just some bad Photoshop, okay? Now, when I look at the image, I think of nothing. It's just not important. Anyway, all these are pretty lazy edits, but I don't mean so is the original Golden Freddy, so I guess it works none of the more convincing as Sparky the dog personally, but they're super nostalgic and to me regardless. FNAF 3 is when the secret character started to slow down a bit, which is only natural after FNAF 2 and how many it added both Shadow Bonnie and Shadow Freddy. Return in the game, epic, but neither of them are very secret compared to their appearances in FNAF 2. Shadow Freddy does have a more traditional secret character Easter egg where he can appear far left of your office, but it doesn't crash your game or do anything at all really. A Bonnie Paper Pal can also enter your office sometimes, which is very similar to the Easter egg in FNAF 2. Too similar to be exact. But once again, I'm not 100% sure I'd count that as a secret. Anyway, character moving on to the actual secret characters. There's a lot of these are cupcakes related for some reason. So in this time period, did Scott just like Cupcake or was he just going crazy? Alright, for starters, the cupcake in FNAF 1 can sometimes be seen in the office on the right side corner. Once again, it doesn't really do anything, but he's there. Another secret cupcake character is a Shadow Cupcake who appears on the cameras. Shoot, his name's not Shadow Cupcake? It's Phantom Cupcake? Oh, shoot. Well, this is how you get the good ending in FNAF 3. Finally, we have the Golden Cupcake, who only appears on the rare occasions on a poster. In FNAF, I don't even know. But yeah, it's just a proper poster. But we did get a proper 3D render later of one of the FNAF Freddy Files books. It's just a FNAF 1 cupcake, but with the yellow frosting. Not super interesting, but he still does exist. If you want to be super technical, I guess we can also bring out the appearance of Fredbear. Sadly, that's pretty much it for FNAF 3. A lot of cupcakes in the shadows when it comes to hoaxes. These are also started to slow down a lot during this time. However, there are a couple I would like to talk about. An interesting case I discovered. It's Markiplier's Final 3 Let's Play. He flashes a picture of Golden Freddy on the face on the monitor. It's pretty obvious to tell it's fake now, but I saw it. Brought up on FNAF 3 Easter egg compilations online, so it did fool some people into thinking it was real. We also have the first Springtrap Teavers for FNAF 3. Some people actually thought it was Fredbear. How on earth does he look like Fredbear? People back then would mirror the image and, well, create his face into Fredbear. I guess it's kind of a genius, but you know, for the time. Anyway, obviously we know that this is incorrect, but this was easily one of the biggest Hulkers and rumors around at the time. Secret characters. But anyway, that's gonna be the end for today's video. I don't have any more for today, so just wait for the next one. Bye.